So it might be overkill to play it at half speed at dotted quarter equals 72 instead of 44, but I still want to work here a little bit because I feel like if I'm not on top of things, I'm going to rush through it, and I don't want to do that. I don't want to rush through it. I want to keep it even. There are only certain spots where I feel like I would really kind of trip and fall into that trap, and I know this is a little bit slow, but I think it'll be okay, and I think I actually will be able to work it up faster sooner if I start slower and really make sure I have all the right pieces in the right spot. So I didn't do this before, so I wanted to do it now and mark all of the dynamics. I know this is kind of always the first thing I do, and I think a couple of times I've done this like before stream just to save time, because I'm pretty sure it's not the most interesting thing in the world to watch me highlight dynamic markings, but I think it's super important. I do find it difficult in the early stages of working on something to get the dynamic details exactly the way I will want them, but I do think that it's important to at least practice being mindful of them, even if I don't execute them exactly the way I want to on day one. I used to be bad about like ignoring the dynamics until after I had it learned technically. And then it gets kind of difficult to like insert them and start thinking about it differently. So I really think that it's better to try to play them when they're written and how they're written, even if it's like not as full out yet as I want, as long as I'm trying to be musical with how I'm playing it and bring them out and play the ink, as a lot of conductors say, but play the dynamics the way they're written early on in the process, then I have a better chance, I think, of making sure that I play them correctly when I'm more prepared on the piece, and also just doing a better job with them overall and making it more expressive overall. So I'm gonna do the same thing, but with the metronome. Right. I thought for a second I played a wrong note. First bar of the line before, but no, it was correct. Or at least the note that I thought was wrong. check that last line again, because I think I got all the notes correct, but it sounded for a second like it was wrong. Right here in this first bar of that line, I thought before I had flip-flopped the G flat and the G natural, but it is G natural first, then G flat. And maybe earlier when I was working on it, I played the G flat first, but it's the G flat second. So I think I've got the details more or less smoothed out, planned out. So I think I want to start trying to speed it up a little bit. I don't know, since I decided to break this up in between 2 weeks and do this first week on part 1 or page 1 and next week on page 2, I think maybe I can get it a bit faster. Initially, I was hoping to get it up to 124 in one day, even though it says 144, but I think by dividing it in half, I might be able to get it a bit faster. I don't know if I can do it 144, but I think I could do it maybe like more like 134, so only 10 clicks under, and I speed it up 12 clicks so that we're at 84. So we've gone from exactly half to a bit faster than that. Oop, no, that's still C sharp. I think that's the first time I made that mistake, but I might do it again, so I should write it in. Double check that second line, or rather third line from the end, second bar. I think I played a G flat and it's still a G natural both times, all 3 times rather. So I think a couple of times I did that incorrectly as well. That is also a G natural. I think for some reason I wanted to make it a G sharp, and it is not a G sharp. I was still a little bit unsteady in the rhythm through the last few lines. I'm going to do those last 3 lines again. Last 3 lines of the first page. That's better. Let's try 5 clicks faster. This is 89. Go back to the beginning of that line. was alright, except for that one place I breathed kind of weird. I breathed early and it messed it up a little bit. It just messed up my flow a little bit, but that's okay. I feel like I'm doing alright tempo-wise, but I keep like either rushing a bit in the last 3 lines or dragging a bit. It doesn't feel like it's super solid, like exactly in time just yet. So I think we go ahead and do 5 clicks faster. So I want to mark in a couple of things where I have rest because I'm messing up the pulse just a little bit. There are a couple of places where I have like a couple 8th rests and I'm trying to make the rest too long. So I want to show myself where the rest is actually a whole click versus when it's not. I like to use a little like, I guess, vertical dash to show like what would be like a beat from the conductor or a click, or in this case, the big click, as I call it, on the metronome. I tend to, when I'm working with students, I call the beat is the big click and then the subdivision are the little clicks. It's just a pitch difference, really, but to me, it sounds like big and small or big and little. And there are a couple of places where I feel like I have more time than I actually do. And a couple of places where I try to like jump the gun. So like here, I have 2 whole beats and then a 3rd down beat before I actually come in, or a 3rd big beat rather, before I actually come in. And this is the place where like I keep thinking I have more time than I actually do. So I'm gonna go from the top again at this speed. This is at 95. Oh, that's wrong. It should be at 94. And that's an E flat. I may have messed that up before. I want to start that chunk over and go back a little bit further. So beginning like midway down the page. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5th bar from the bottom. So I'm most concerned those last few lines with the 16th notes because I don't want them to sound rushed or compressed like grace notes. In my mind, I think of like the regularly printed notes as the big notes and the grace notes, trills, like the ornamentation notes is like the small note. Like sometimes when you have a series of grace notes, you do want them all to speak typically, but sometimes like that's not really what the composer cares about. They don't really want like to hear each individual grace note. They just want like the effect. So those are small notes, but when it's like the big notes, I feel like unless the composer says very specifically that that's the effect they want, you should still hear every note, even if it's fast. And I'm worried that they're sounding a bit compressed. So I'm gonna do that chunk again. actually, let me check that note. So, no, that should be G sharp. As I think for Barber, the accidentals carry through the octave. Let me play it a couple times. Yeah, I think that should be a G sharp. I've been playing it wrong. I'm gonna do that again, that chunk. I think that's better. Let's try a little bit faster. This is 99. Well, I messed that F flat up and just missed that first one. And then I saw my marking for the second one and I was confused. I'm going to go back to the beginning of the line before that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, fifth line from the top. Still feel a little bit rushed / compressed at the end, and I don't want that. So I want to go through and do it that same tempo again, but there are a couple of places where I think I'm still doubting / questioning / not fully understanding the accidentals, and I think I want to mark them in or circle them or give myself an extra marking to make sure I get it right. So I'm going to do the same tempo from the beginning again. So that bar, I'm not sure what it is I'm messing up, but I'm messing something up. I think it's right there. This is still a G flat. And I think I'm trying to turn this whole step into a half step. I'm trying to go from like G flat to G or G natural to A flat. I think it's better. It's not 100% yet, but it's better. Let's try 5 clicks faster. So this is 104. I'm gonna go back into the beginning again because I don't think I'm doing enough with the accents. I don't want to hit them too hard right now because I don't want them to slow me down. They need to be kind of light when I'm at tempo because it's so quick. Do it from the beginning again. So that I've gotten right like part of the time, but not all the time. G flat to A flat connection there, and then the B flat before the B natural. I'm gonna go to the line before that. So now we're getting to the point where I need to make sure that I don't slow down on those 16ths. I do want to try to make sure each note is heard and is as clear as possible, but I can't slow down or I will get behind. Let's try 5 clicks faster. So I feel like most that it's getting better, but I don't like the 16th note still. I want to go back. So I'm going to make a note of where I'm at now. I'm at 109 right now. I'm going to write it at the top because otherwise I might forget. But I want to slow back down, like really slow, just to work on those 16 notes for a minute. So this is God equal 64. So I'm going to go 4 lines from the end of the page. I think I sorted it out. I don't know. Let's try it here now. Back at 109. It's closer. One thing I shouldn't do is breathe here. Finn agrees. No breath there. Big breath here. I think that'll make it better. I do that same chunk again at this tempo. I think it's better. I tried from the beginning, 5 clicks faster. No. I still don't love the 16ths, but I think it's getting better. So this is 114. This is 30 beats under tempo. Maybe I'll try 5 clicks faster, but 114 might be my on-stream practice tempo for this one. It's still that one spot, the little star next to it. I go back a couple bars. I think it is getting better, but I don't think dotted quarter equals 144 is within reach for me for both pages, even if I do it across 2 weeks. I think this week, I think it makes sense just to focus on one page. I'm gonna do it again at this tempo. This is dotted quarter equals 119. So originally my goal was 124. I'm just 5 away from that. So I think I'm going to see if I can push it and actually meet that goal today. So let me try 124 and see if it's doable. at an A natural. I might have played that wrong multiple times, but now I'm going to make sure it's right. I still feel like my fingers are stumbling around a little bit at the end around those 16th notes, but I think I'm making progress. I'm gonna try one more time at this tempo with the metronome. Why do I want to play a D flat there? I was doing just fine, and now I keep trying to do a D flat there. It is a B flat. Nope, I'd raise it there. I'm not supposed to. I'm going to go back to the line before. It's coming together. So I think what'll make the most sense for me in terms of adding the 2 weeks together to make one YouTube edit will be for me to play through, kind of do like a almost final playthrough of the first page today. And then next week I will work on the second page and then kind of do like a final run through of the second page, and then I will put both pages together. Because I feel like there will be some things I will want to fix from the first page when I play it again next week, just to practice putting the two together with the page turns, and then I'll do like a full playthrough. I think that would make the most sense. So I'm gonna go ahead and do a couple times through at this tempo without the metronome. This is 124. Just this first page to kind of wrap up today's chunk. want to do this first, but I really want to practice that connection from the end of the first page into the second page, because like the page turn is kind of right in like the most difficult spot. No, I do actually want to start with that. I'm going to start with like the third line from the end of the first page, and then I'm going to go until that little theme comes back. So we're doing about 5 lines plus a measure just to practice that transition. And then I keep this slow tempo for now. Yeah, I think that was better. I'll speed it up a little bit, back to 79, so just 5 clicks faster. I messed up a little bit. You know what? I'm going to do all of it again. I'm going to go back to the third line from the end of the first page. A little bit better. I did have to retake a couple things though, so I think I want to try it again. I want to work on it at this tempo until I know I can do it each time, and then I'll make it faster. So same place. I still have these moments where I just like misread something and have to retake it. One more time at this tempo. I've been playing that wrong this whole time because I decided that for this study that the accidental should carry through, which means this is an F sharp and I've been playing it as an F natural. So let me try it again with that change. Actually, maybe not, because in this bar, if it is an F natural here, A, F, G natural, G flat, and then the second page is B, G, A flat. So major third, major second, minor second. And if this is an F natural, it's major third, major second, minor second. So I was right the first time. It is an F natural. So now I'm doubting all the other times I decided that the accidentals carried through the bar, because I feel like that should match. When these figures come back, they should be the same intervals. Now let me try it again. Back to what I was doing before. I almost missed that D sharp there, so I'm going to write it in. I didn't that time, but my fingers almost went to the wrong spot. I'm going to do the same thing again. This part's just really tricky and I really want to work on it. So that's right. I'm doubting all of my note choices now, since I realized that I had been doing that correctly and then tried to correct it and it was right the first time. No, I think that was right. I'm gonna start right there at the top of the second page. I think it's getting better. It still feels a little bit unsettled in moments. It's getting better. So I want to start from the beginning of that chunk, and I want to go on and I want to try and make it all the way, not necessarily to the end of the second page, but I want to go on beyond that point. So same spot, but this time going on. to the end with a few mistakes, but nothing huge. The biggest mistake I keep making on this one is like putting the notes in the wrong order. Let's do the same thing, but 5 clicks faster. This is dotted quarter equals 84. That's better, except for the end. I'm going to do the last 2 lines one more time. No, I'm still messing that up. Some of those high F sharps and D sharps did not speak the way I want them to. I think it'll be a little bit easier when it's faster. This like moderate tempo makes that harder, I think, for me, but I still want them to sound good. So let me try that again. The high F sharps and D sharps are better, but then I messed up some of the other ones. But I'm going to go back just to the top of the second page and then keep going. Yeah, I messed that up. I thought I did before. I've played that as an F natural and it is an F sharp still, both of them. I think before I played the lower one F natural, but the upper one was still a sharp. I'm gonna mark both just in case. Same spot again. hate B flat to C trill. It's like the worst trill on the instrument. I'm voicing things wrong all over the place, but I'm going to take a second to rest my face and kind of reset that. And I'm going to write in a couple of the accidentals here. I think I'm playing them correctly, but I keep like hesitating. If I'm even considering playing it incorrectly, I want to make sure I write it in. I'm going to go back beginning of the line before the 9/8. A little bit better, but it's like I get the thing I'm focusing on to sound better, and then I make a new mistake. And so it's kind of frustrating. And Finn agrees. I do that same chunk again. I'm not voicing that G sharp correctly at all. So there's still technical things that I could and want to keep working on, but I need to start speeding it up because it's going to impact the voicing. That's one of the biggest set of errors I'm making right now is how I'm voicing some of these notes, and how I do that is going to change as it gets faster. So I want to give myself closer to like a realistic version, I guess, of what it's actually going to feel like. So let's just do 5 clicks faster, but I want to work on this transition a little more. So starting at that same spot, third line from the bottom of the first page. I'm still messing up on this G sharp. I am overshooting it because I'm already thinking about voicing the C sharp, and it's making me neglect this G sharp right here. So I need to fix that. A little bit better. Now we put it in context. So I'm gonna go back where like the little theme from the beginning comes back. So this is the second bar of the third line from the top of the second page. that's right. That should be a D flat. Let me mark it in so I don't doubt it later. I think it's coming together fairly well. I mean, it's not perfect, but I think it's coming together. Let me try 5 clicks faster. I think it's better. It's not amazing, but I think it's better. Let me try 5 clicks faster from the same spot. I hesitated and I don't know why. I'm gonna go back to the beginning of the 12/8 bar. I want to start getting the whole thing faster. I think 144 is just too fast for me for today. So I tried the whole thing at 104. I don't think it was too bad. So I'm gonna do it once with the without the metronome to get like a full playthrough, and then I might try it some more faster.